Hi everyone, I'm DanielleGamble, and I'm here to share a story with you about something that happened to me that changed my life forever. It was November 23rd, 2013. It still feels like it was yesterday. It was a dark, cold night with fast-paced snow falling from the sky. As I was driving down the road, I remember having to lean forward and squint just to see out of my windshield. I saw the lights in front of me turn red. I started slowing down and finally came to a stop. I felt a sudden impact from behind. My car spun out of control and flipped into the ditch. I opened my eyes and I was so confused. All I could see was smoke and all I could hear was sirens. My windshield was smashed into a million pieces and all my airbags were deployed. I was in such shock I couldn't even tell that if I was in pain or not. The next thing I knew, firefighters were surrounding my driver's side door. They couldn't get it open. They had to cut it off. They sawed the door open, finally getting to me. I was rushed with so many questions. Are you okay? Do you feel trapped under anything? I couldn't answer them. It was as if my lips were frozen shut. I couldn't respond. One man stuck out to me as he kept repeating, "We will get you out of there. Don't panic. We aren't going to leave you." They cut my seatbelt and lifted me onto the stretcher. I looked up into the bright lights on these four men's helmets, thinking to myself, how could this be happening to me? I was put into the back of an ambulance where I found a new face looking down at me. The EMT started putting an IV into my arm and pumping me with pain medication. He asked me questions, trying to keep me awake and coherent. My arm had been hanging by my side, so he took a cloth and made a sling around my neck. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was as if a lifetime had passed before we made it to the hospital. Both my parents met the ambulance at the hospital. My mom was sobbing, cries so loud they were almost screams. Watching her baby girl lay there with a neck brace around her. When I saw my mom and I felt my dad's hand on mine, that was the first sign of emotion I showed, as a tear slid down my cheek. Hours and hours of CAT scans, x-rays, and tests as they checked out my body. The nurse came in and told my parents I was lucky to be alive. If I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, who knows what could have happened. That's why I believe seatbelts are so important. It doesn't matter how fast you're going, where you're going, how long you're going to be in the car. You need to wear your seatbelt. To this day, I don't get in a car, and I don't let anyone in my car without putting it on. Along with some scratches and bruises, I had a broken right elbow. This meaning I needed surgery the next day. They placed 2 plates and 3 screws in my arm, leaving me with having to go to therapy and wear a brace for 8 weeks. Going from your right arm being your dominant arm and hand and not having it at all is very difficult. I couldn't brush my own teeth. I need my mom's help with showering. I need my mom's help with getting dressed. I needed her help with everything. I was so frustrated. With it being now the month of December, which is my birthday month and Christmas, I found myself just laying around and crying. Feeling sorry for myself every day, I would mope around. I would get mad and snap at people who were trying to help. One day, my dad came in and he sat on the edge of my bed. He said to me, "Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you responded to it." I realized at that moment how selfish I had been. I was so lucky to be alive. There was a guardian angel watching over me. I shouldn't be sulking around all the time. I should be thanking God every single day. There are so many people who have to struggle with things every morning when they wake up. Since this has happened to me, I've learned to become more patient, more understanding, and to take time to enjoy the little moments. I finished my therapy, and after months and months of hard work, I was using my arm again. I still to this day can't bend it all the way and can't extend it all the way. It gets sore when I do certain things, and looking at this huge scar in the mirror every single day reminds me to be humble. And it reminds me to never take life for granted, to appreciate the little things, and to love the people around you.